Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about things to stay away from when selecting a credit card. These are things that we don't want to do. But before we get in, hit the subscribe button down below for anything talking about credit. I just dropped some videos on the student loans and everything that's going on with that. And also I'll link this playlist that I have on a bunch of credit cards, tips, tricks, all that kind of stuff. Now, ultimately, this video serves as a reference as what not to do when you're selecting a credit card that's right for you. We don't want to choose a credit card that we're going to end up regretting in the long term. One of the biggest things when it comes to your credit score is the history. So if we could strategically choose which cards we want, which cards are going to, be in our wheelhouse, then we'll be able to hold them for a longer time and ultimately increase our credit score, increase our credit history. Now, number one, this is one of the biggest mistakes I see. Choosing a card that doesn't give you any value back, right? And when I say value back, I'm talking about whether it be cash back, travel points, memberships to lounges, exclusive ticket, just anything within that realm. We can even talk about some benefits like getting subscriptions paid or Uber Eats credits, anything like that. Number one thing I see is people choosing a card that does not give them any value back. So it's like, I feel like one of the points of having a credit card and using your credit card is, yes, to build credit, but since I'm spending this money anyways, I might as well get some added value to it. So that's number one. Number two is choosing a card that doesn't fit your lifestyle. And what I mean by that is maybe you have a card that gives you a bunch of points for, I don't know, let's say gas, but like you don't even have a car, or choosing a card that gives you, credits to Uber Eats and Instacart and all this other stuff, but you don't even use those services. You know what I mean? Like that's not even the type of person you are. You don't do those kind of things. Or on the opposite side, maybe choosing a card that doesn't give you any type of travel rewards and you're a huge traveler. It's like you're missing out on a big opportunity right there. And I think about it like anything that at least for me, that like I'm bringing into my life, whether it be people, whether it be things like clothes, whatever, like you want those things to integrate properly into your life, right? You want those things to complement and be beneficial to your life rather than be going against it or not providing any kind of value. Okay, so that's number two, choosing a card that does not fit your lifestyle. Now, number three kind of ties into one and two, but not understanding the fees associated with the card that you're getting and ways to maximize using that card. Now, one of the major fees I'm talking about is the annual fee. Again, going back to the value added conversation earlier in the video, let's say my fee is $100, my annual fee is $100. Why would I spend $100 a year on a card that's only giving me $80 back in value added, right? You want to at least, personally me, you want to at least be making some type of, whether it be a $20 quote unquote profit on it where you're getting value from the card, but at minimum breaking even. If I'm gonna put $100 a year towards owning this credit card, I might as well at least get $100 worth of value. And typically that is the case. Like I said, some of these annual fee cards, they'll give monthly credits. You have access to certain programs and certain promotions and things like that. But I think that's something that we need to be aware of when choosing a card. Like, does this fit my lifestyle? Am I going to spend $95 and get more value than what I put in? And that goes into ways to maximize the potential of using that card, right? So if let's say go for like a Chase Sapphire Preferred, right? If you're going to get points back on dining and maybe with another card, you're going to get points back on groceries. So I'm going to use this card for my groceries because, that's where I get the most value out of this card. Cool. Over here, I get the most value out of this card for dining. Okay, cool. I'm going to use gas for this card. And that's what I'm talking about with not understanding how to maximize the potential of using your cards. Okay, so for now, those are the top 3 things I would say to avoid when selecting a new credit card for yourself. You want to make sure that it fits your lifestyle. You want to understand those fees, if there are any fees attached to it, but most importantly, how to maximize the potential value you can get from those cards. And you want to choose a card that's going to add value back. You don't want to just have a card, or you don't want to have anything in general, right, where you're putting in more than you're getting out. Okay, so if this video was helpful, hit the like button, get us in that algorithm, and check out this credit card playlist for more credit videos.